Hey everybody, I'm Justin with AmericanTrucks.com and welcome to my best of video for the leveling kit category available for the 2015 and newer F-150. Now the purpose of this video is to combine my personal feedback and experience along with customer popularity to help make the buying process a much easier one when it does come time to level that new rig, in addition to getting some bigger tires under there. So why go with a leveling kit? Well, as the name implies, leveling your truck is the act of raising the front end anywhere from 1.5 to 3 inches, which will serve two purposes. Now first and foremost, it's going to eliminate that factory rake, which is the look of the front end being a little bit lower than the rear. Secondly, depending on how big of a leveling kit you go with, it's going to allow you to squeeze some bigger tires underneath your truck compared to what came on it from the factory. Now on top of that, the leveling kits are going to be far more affordable and far easier to install compared to those full-blown suspension lift kits, which typically involve a lot more parts and some permanent modification to your truck. The leveling kits here, completely reversible and again, a lot easier to install. I do want to quickly point out that all 3 of my leveling kit selections in this video will fit both 2- and 4-wheel drive trucks. However, that is not the case with every kit in the category. So just double check your fitment before pulling the trigger for your truck. My first selection goes to the Rough Country 2-inch kit, which according to the company will fit a 33 by 12.5-inch tire. Now the Rough Country 2-inch option will be far and away the most popular here in the category at this current time, and like other kits, is pretty simple by design. And what I mean by that is, guys, you're looking at a pair of strut extensions here that will bolt to the top of your strut assembly to give you that additional altitude for the front end. And in Rough Country's case, those extensions are going to be constructed out of high-quality 6061 billet aluminum, will include, of course, all of your necessary hardware needed for the installation, and will be backed by a lifetime warranty. Keep in mind, guys, you're getting all of this for right around $100 here, which makes the 2-inch option from Rough Country one of the most affordable kits currently on the site, in addition to being one of the most popular. But what if you crave a little bit more? You'd like a little bit more height for that front end to fit an even bigger tire underneath that new truck. Well, for that, I'd recommend going with the Mammoth 2.5-inch leveling kit, which the company claims will allow for a 35-inch tall tire. Like our first kit, the Mammoth is also going to be a very popular option on the site, in addition to also being very affordable at just north of $100. Now, like that Rough Country kit, the Mammoth will also feature a very simple design, including a strut spacer, this time measuring 2.5 inches tall, giving you that additional boost over the 2-inch leveling kit options. As far as materials are concerned, Mammoth incorporates a powder-coated laser-cut steel for their spacer, which, as you can see, has been finished off in a hammer tone coating, which will add some durability and prevent any possible corrosion over the years. This kit has been made in the USA and does include all of the necessary hardware for the installation. Now, before I go on to my third and final kit here for this video, I do want to point out that yes, you will find 3-inch leveling kit options on the site that will deliver 3 inches of lift for the front end. But if I can quickly just throw in my 2 cents here, will a 3-inch leveling kit give you more clearance? Sure, absolutely. But those bigger kits tend to put your CV joints and axles at really bad or extreme angles. And sure, this might not be a big deal for 2-wheel drive trucks out there or for 4-wheel drive trucks who spend most of their time on the road. However, for the owners out there who do a fair amount of 4-wheeling, this might accelerate the wear and tear on those front axles or hubs. And because of this, I tend to recommend sticking to a 2.5-inch leveling kit, kind of as your max height here, guys, for the truck owners out there who still tend to take their rigs off-road frequently. But moving on to my third and final selection, and for that, I chose the Rough Country 2-inch leveling kit with shocks, which will allow for a 33-inch tall tire. Now this kit got top honors from me, not based off of total lift or overall quality, but rather what is included. And as you guys can see, you're really getting a lot here with this third and final option. Now, unlike my first 2 selections, the Rough Country kit that we have here does include spacers for the strut assembly, of course, but also includes parts for the rear, including new N2O shocks, along with 1-inch blocks and U-bolts for the rear axle. So yes, you're still essentially leveling your truck here, guys, but your final results won't be as nose high as some of your other options on the site. And this actually could be a good thing for owners out there who plan on hauling a lot of cargo in the bed area, or maybe doing a lot of towing, as the rear blocks and the new N2O shocks won't allow for as much sag as you might otherwise see if you didn't touch the rear end at all. So definitely something to consider there. Construction-wise, well, you're looking at pretty familiar territory, at least up front here. And that's because this kit does incorporate those same 2-inch billet aluminum spacers as my first kit, but with the added goodies for the rear, including those new rear shocks, which will help firm up the rear end a little bit more, in addition to the 1-inch blocks here and those brand new U-bolts. Now expect to spend a little bit more for this kit, as those extra components do add up a little bit, but still very affordable overall at the $200 price point. Well guys, that's gonna wrap up my best of video for the leveling kit category, available for all 2015 and newer F-150s. Again, this is just 3 of many different options you'll find on the site. So if you still have any questions about the products in general, check out the respective product pages along with the customer reviews. It's a great way to help you make a better decision for your own truck. Thanks for watching. I'm Justin, and for all things F-150, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.